think this is 2013. I think it was 2013. Yeah.
4 years, 2002.
So,
Just yesterday. Right? Seems like this yesterday.
How many people like me can't work?
I'd like to call the Dryden Township meeting to order. If everybody would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, you want to take roll call?
Lowney. Papineau.
Here.
English.
Here.
Hazen.
Here.
Anybody want to speak during public time?
Sure. I'm Ruth Ann Flory. I'm just here for an update on the blight situation at 3048 Jonathan. And also I'd like an update if Chief Peters has it on the car fire that they had over there.
So, as we mentioned last month, these things, the wheels of justice turn, but they turn slowly. So, the property owners in the case filed a response to our complaint with the court on Friday. So we've got that. That triggers some deadlines for us to provide initial responses, which the township will be doing. And then I also anticipate that when the township does that, we'll also ask for some discovery on some things. Hopefully be able to get an opportunity to take a look and go out there and see some pictures of the property. The substance of the response that was filed was basically one of, well, there's various reasons why it's hard to get things cleaned up, and we just need more time to do it. Well, the process of going through the discovery process necessary to get additional information about that's going to afford more time. That's just the way the court system works. That's the way the process works. Like I said, we couldn't really move forward with providing our initial disclosures to the other side until we'd seen their response to the complaint. Now that we have that, we'll move forward with that. Once just for your information, under the court rules, when a discovery request is made, there's 28 days to respond to it. So it's the way it goes. You don't send out, there's no way I can send out a request tomorrow and say I'm going to be on the property Friday to take pictures. That's just not how it works. But the process is moving forward.
So what exact legal steps has the township taken?
Well, the township, again, got the response on Friday. So we're in the process of preparing our initial disclosures, and those will be provided before you cannot take any steps to initiate discovery until after the township has provided its initial disclosure. So by court rule, that's the next step we have to take. We're in the process of finalizing those, and then once those are finalized and submitted, at that point we'll also put in the request for the additional discovery to, again, with the goal of getting in there and taking some pictures and seeing what things are happening.
So we did file something with the court system. I missed the first.
Not yet. With
we just notified them with a letter, or
You did find something.
well, I mean, the township filed a complaint, which the complaint was filed. I don't remember the exact date the complaint was filed. I think it was in April. I believe it was in May that the complaint was filed.
you have to explain it, so, because I'm not an attorney, so.
Sure.
Filed where, with the court?
So the way a lawsuit is initiated is you file a complaint with the court saying we think, and in this case, the township filed a lawsuit with the court alleging violations of a couple of the township ordinances, including the blight ordinance.
Okay.
Once that happened, that triggered, and once they were served with that complaint, then they had a set period of time to file a response to that
Okay.
complaint, which they filed that response. Again, they provided that response to our office, which was serving it on the township last Friday.
Last Friday, okay,
So that's where we're at now.
okay. So we're waiting for, now the next step is,
The next step is we file our initial disclosures, which we have the window to do that is, it's a 14-day window after they file their complaint, or their response to the complaint rather. And then, once those initial disclosures are filed, at that point, we can start asking for discovery, which is the next major step in this.
all right, the disclosures are exactly what?
So Michigan revamped its discovery rules. It used to be, when I started practicing, it used to be that if you wanted to know anything about what the case was, if we were in litigation and I wanted to know anything about what you were going to bring, I had to provide you with discovery requests. And so within the last few years, the courts revamped the discovery process. They said, look, there's some questions that everybody is going to ask every time. So rather than make everybody jump through that hoop, we're just going to say by court rule, these are some of the things that you're required to provide. And it's information like, what's the basis of your claims? What witnesses do you expect to be called? What exhibits do you expect to use at trial? What documents do you have that support your claims? What insurance coverage is there that might provide an answer provide insurance coverage? Obviously, the insurance coverage is irrelevant in this case. That's not, obviously the township wouldn't have any insurance coverage that deals with this. But it's a generic canned list of responses, and that's non-exclusive. Obviously, I don't have the whole list memorized, but you have to work your way down through that, just providing basic information about what you plan to use to prosecute your side of the case.
Okay. There has been some movement of some scrap, like pickup trucks hauling scrap metal out.
Good.
So that's good news. Unfortunately, none of the big stuff is, changed. So, and he spent most of his time building a berm that's like 25 feet tall with dead trees and dirt and branches. So they're not really working on removing any of the junk. They're trying to just build a giant berm around all their property. Just like.
Okay. Interesting. Look, I've always taken the position that the more that can be done collaboratively, the better off we are. Because at the end of the day, the township doesn't want to be in the business of suing people. That's not where the township wants to spend its energy. But unfortunately, sometimes it's necessary in order to get people to move. So if there's efforts that are being made, every little bit that is taken care of now is something else we have to deal with later. That's a good thing.
Okay. Any news on the fire?
Do you have a specific question on that?
Well, like the root cause?
I'm not a fire investigator, so I can't, as far as that goes, there's nothing that I've seen that indicates anything criminal, so.
So it's just an accidental fire?
When it comes to vehicle fires that happen on the roadway, I'm not an expert in that area. We rely on other people, but there's nothing that I've seen that indicates there's any criminal wrongdoing there.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else for public time? Move on for consideration for approval of the agenda. We need to add L, accident fund, workers' comp insurance.
I'll make a motion to accept the agenda with the additional L with the accident fund.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. And I think there's a correction on the minutes.
Just up on the top there.
It should say trustee Brian Hazen.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from May 12 with the change to trustee Brian Hazen.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have payment of the bills.
I looked them over today and I'll make a motion to pay it then.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, do we have any correspondence? We have the treasurer's report.
And we are real good in our financial stabilities here, but I also wanted to make note that our main bank that we have, Choice One, has a A+ credit rating, so I just wanted to make note of that. So all of our banks have great credit rating. So Choice One, Oxford.
I'll make a motion to accept the treasurer's financial report.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have the zoning administrator's report. He's been busy, so he's getting a lot of things done.
Shipping container violations.
Whenever we see them, the shipping containers, we wrote up ordinance, so if we see new ones, we go after them right away.
Those are these that we resolved.
Yeah.
And I'm excited that he's doing the one on the corner.
Oh, over to Dryden Road, Rochester Road. Yes.
I'll make a motion to accept his report.
I don't think we need
Get it.
to. Next, we have the fire department's report.
So for the month of May, we had 52 calls. They ranged anywhere from an automatic crash notification, 11 medical alarms, 22 ambulance calls, 1 fire alarm, 1 family disturbance, 1 wires on fire, 2 officer calls, 1 operating while intoxicated, 1 personal injury accident, 1 personal injury with rescue, 1 search warrant, 1 structure fire, 1 suicidal person, 1 utility problem, 1 vehicle fire, 1 welfare check, and 1 wires down. Training for the month of May. On May 4th, we did airway assessment with 79% in attendance with 4 excused. On May 14th, we did pump panel training with 95% attendance and 11 excused. On May 20th, we did communications with 89% in attendance with 6 excused. Events for May, Travis White and Lieutenant Jim Napolitano completed the firefighter stair climb at Ford Field.
How many people participate in that?
Fire department,
No.
well, I couldn't tell you. A whole lot.
That's so awesome.
Most departments in southeastern Michigan send at least 1 guy, so.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We ordered another Zoll AED for the meeting room at Station 1. We had 1 AED that the battery was dead. Rather than paying $500 and some for a battery, we paid $700 for the AED. So in the long run, the batteries are cheaper to replace with the new ones than the old ones.
And that's what we have here too, right?
Correct. Elmont door replaced the openers at Station 1. Station 2 now has a keypad for the garage door. Provided medical coverage at the high school track regional meet. We passed out ice cream, which was provided by the Dryden vets after the Memorial Day parade. And we generated a grant wish list from the membership at a training that we had. Corey Eakey and Jake Van Dam completed the Fire 1 and 2 course on May 27th and are now certified firefighters.
That's awesome.
Upcoming events, July 11th, we have drafting training. June 11th, we have drafting training. June 18th, we have water shuttle training. July 9th, we have hose hockey. July 16th, we have car fire / electric cars. August 3rd, we have rescue and medical apparatus walkthrough. And on August 26th, we're going to be hosting the Lapeer County Firemen's Association meeting here in Dryden. That's all I have for now.
Thank you.
Dryden boys and girls won the region, didn't they, Brett?
Yes.
That's awesome.
I'll get the police chief here.
Last month, we responded to 381 calls for service, conducted 89 traffic stops for the month. 16 citations were issued for 2 motorists for various traffic violations. We had a low number of crashes, 9 last month, which is good. 6 were property damage, and 3 of those were personal injury. We had 2 individuals arrested for operating while intoxicated. We've got the breakdown on the rest of the calls there. Our administrative clerk, Maurice Bix, was able to secure a Walmart grant in the amount of $500 for equipment. Great job to her for doing that and getting us some much needed grant funding. School year's wound down now. There's still a lot of things that go on at the schools during the summer months. So we'll be around those areas as those things happen. We responded out to 34 medical related calls and 4 fire related calls in the month of May. We're going to continue focusing on traffic as summer goes. These things, traffic crashes, open houses, graduation parties, and things like that happening. We just want to keep everybody safe. We've got past one holiday, another big one coming, so we try and be out there and be visible and try and keep a safe roadway for our township. Memorial Day, the ceremony, parade went very well. Dryden Vets did a great job with that. Vince Kent does a lot that goes unnoticed there. He's a staple. All the vets are. A great turnout from our community. I'm pretty proud of that. And it went very well. We had no issues, and really through the weekend, no major issues to report. So that's great. May 19th, Sergeant Adam Chestnut received an award from the Elmont Police Department, accommodating his response to the Trim's Unlimited shooting back last November off of Van Dyke. Sergeant Chestnut did an outstanding job on a very difficult and chaotic scene. That day, he was one of the first responding officers on scene. He was instrumental in securing the scene and for the pending investigation and rendering immediate medical aid to the victim, doing the best job that he possibly could there, as did everybody. So congrats to him on that. He did a great job. That's all I have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great, especially over in Elmont, that your department responded as the first person that had them.
Yeah, I went to their
Knew what to do.
I went to their meeting, obviously just for all the guys that were involved in that, responding officers that were involved in that. And the victim's father was there and spoke, and it was nice. He did a great job speaking, and that was a difficult thing to do. So.
Next, we have on the agenda We have a memo in there about the new planner, which is Caitlin Haven. She was our planner before, and she left it from road to weight trim, and road just kept, we never had a good fit, and this last guy left about a year ago.
Well, even before that,
He wasn't a good fit though, was he?
no, he's very challenging.
So the planning commission, so I'm recommending that we go with weight trim, and Caitlin Haven will be our planner. And we have to update our ordinances, and we have to do our master plan, so we need to get her on board, so. I guess I would like to have a motion to hire her pending contract approval. She didn't send that to me yet, so.
Make a motion to hire Caitlin Haven and Wade Trim for our planner and master plan.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have a credit card policy. We're trying to update all our policies because we need to.
Yeah. You wanna talk on it? Well, our credit card policy, I mean, it's been into effect, I mean, there isn't much that's changing, except that we just need, our fire chief to add on to it, and so everybody just needs to sign that, but there isn't anything that's changed except that you're be responsible for knowing what's in the credit card policy. So afterwards, everybody sign it, and that's it.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have a resolution authorizing automatic payments, credit card payments, and immediate check issuance. And I will let Sue speak to this because this has been coming up a lot.
On this one, it's been crazy because you send out checks and our checks are not getting wherever they're supposed to be going, or somebody's getting it, a month late and then charging us a late fee. And so we would like to be able to pay some of our bills that are reoccurring online. So that's what this is, that's what we're asking for here. And both April and I will be overseeing it, so it's not like she can send it and I would know what's going on, and I would be sending, and she will know what's going on. So we still have a double signature to it. Yes. Yes. So that's what we're asking for, is to be able to pay our reoccurring bills online.
I'll make a motion. Good idea.
We need a roll call vote for the resolution.
Yes. Lowney,
Yes.
Smith, yes. English,
Yes.
Hazen,
Yes.
Petro.
Yes. And next we have the elections emergency plan.
Most of the meetings that I've been going to and conferences, they talk about having some type of emergency plan just in case for the election workers to kind of look over in case something does happen. We lose power, or we have someone come in that is unruly and they need to know what to do and a policy to follow. So I talked to some other clerks, and different townships had put some things together, and I kind of took from theirs, and I did give it to Shawn, and I believe Greg Betts looked it over, and I think another officer, Adam, yeah, and they said it looked good. So I just was hoping that we could approve this so I can give this out, keep this in the back room. And actually, I mean, really for us here, we should have something I don't know, maybe we could use this, but it's important to have something, especially nowadays.
Have a
I make a
vote.
motion to accept the Dryden Township Elections Emergency Plan as presented.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have a fireworks application for 4201 Calkins, and they've done fireworks through us for many years, so you know, have you already inspected this property before yourself, Darrell?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, I've been out there a few times.
I sent him a copy of this, so you can see that too.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So it looks
So, last year when you guys did it, you just did it with pending inspection from the fire department.
Yeah.
And we just go out there the day of to make sure that the company had all their safety equipment.
okay. And the township writes letters to the neighbors so that they know that it's for the animals.
I'll make the motion to approve the fireworks application pending fire department approval. Inspection.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
One thing I did want to point out on this, my understanding is the date we're talking about for the display is July 11th, I believe. Their Fertile Explosives license, the copy they sent expires July 1st. I would assume they are getting a new license. I think this is a company that's done it for a long time. I'm assuming
Yeah,
they
they have.
probably just sent you the old license, but that may be something worth checking on, because you definitely want to have them licensed.
So that, on that time.
I mean, I think that's part of it's pending the fire chief's inspection already, and I think that would be part of the inspection is you guys gotta have an updated license that actually applies on the date that you're doing it, so I think it's already covered with what you've done, but just notice that, but that may be something you wanna take a look at when you do your inspection.
Oh, I can do that.
I suspect it's probably already in the works, they probably already, they
Oh,
don't have it already. or-
We'll email them back too, because they emailed us everything, so.
You want that?
Sorry.
Thank you.
We took the vote on that, right?
Yeah, it just wasn't.
No. Okay, next is the union contract. April and I sat with the union representative and other union reps from the department, and we came through and basically we've did as attached. All we have to do is finalize the sick time language, which I contacted our union attorney and he said it's fine. And then, so we're adding a holiday, Veterans Day, and we're adding their wage increase for the next 3 years of 4%.
This is for the police department.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make a motion to approve the, union contract for the police officers.
Want to take a roll call vote?
Lowney? Yes. Smith? Yes. Papineau?
Yes.
English?
Yes.
Hazen?
Yes.
Thank you. Next, we have the hat badges for the fire department.
So the hat badges are the last thing that we need to do to complete the changeover to silver for our Class A uniforms. June of 2024, you guys approved for Jim Stevenson to purchase hat badges, and they were never ordered. So we got on, the approval was to have them ordered through Allied Brothers, And the price was like $760 for 20 of them. Well, in 2 years, it's gone up to $1,000. So we have 3 quotes here. The badge and wallet is an online thing, and that one's $930. But we haven't, we don't have one in our hand physically to see if it's going to match. The other one is from Nye Uniform, which is where we do our Class A uniforms at. And that one's $960. And then the one from Alley Brother is $1,000. So I guess we're just looking for reapproval to order hat badges.
Well, did you want to use Nye since you know it's the right one, or what did
Well,
you?
Alley Brothers is where all of our badges and everything came from. So I really don't think we have a preference. I mean,
Well, you,
Then
uh,
that's a uniform. Saves
I mean,
bucks.
we could use Nye. Nye's where our uniforms came from, so. And it saves us $40 from
I don't
the Alley Brothers.
know what's best for, if it's gonna match better if it comes from another, I don't have a clue.
What do you suggest?
I suggest we just order something. No, there isn't I mean, we can go through Nye Uniform and order them.
Well, because you're not sure if badge and wallet's gonna match.
Correct, because that's an online thing. With Nye Uniform, we can go down there and physically look at them before we order them. So we can go through Nye.
Okay.
But that would save us $40.
So you'll be going with the 960.
Yes.
I'll make a motion to go for 9 hat badges for $960 for the fire department.
Well, second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
It was beautiful seeing the fire department all together in their uniforms for Ralph Stark's funeral. It was very impressive. It was.
You guys did a good job.
It was very nice.
I think it went well.
Next, we have your bid for turnout gear.
Correct. So there's handwriting all over this because our original bid was for 6 full sets of turnout gear. But like our hoods don't expire until 2029. So we don't need to order those right now. A couple people getting new turnout gear already have new helmets, myself being one of them. So that cuts it down even more. The bottom part where it says boots, here a couple months ago, we ordered 2 sets of boots, and the boots that we ordered are no longer NFPA compliant. So Dave Dorr and MES are going to sell us the ones that we're getting up here, the Honeywell Pro Nighthawks, at the price for the old ones. So for the 6 sets, it's gonna come to $24,770.
You have some grants you're working on
Yes.
that will retro pay these.
So we're
Maybe.
replacing half of it this year, half of it next year. Dave Clement's working on 2 grants right now that if we get, will retro pay all of this back.
And if not, we have enough in the budget.
Correct. Correct. This has all been budgeted last year.
Okay.
You don't realize when you go up to a fire and all the stuff that goes into it. You know, the training and everything else.
It costs $4,000 to put somebody in turnout gear.
I'm sorry.
I'll make a motion to approve MES for turnout gear in the amount of $24,770.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next, we have a resignation of one of our firemen. I believe he's just at a point where he's busy in his life and can't do it right now.
Correct.
You want him to come back in the future, maybe?
Correct. This resignation is on good standings. If at any point in his life he decides he wants to come back, we hire him back in a heartbeat. He's got a lot going on. He's got a baby on the way, and he's part of the Army National Guards, and he's going to be deployed in February. So he just has a lot of stuff going on right now.
I'll make the motion to accept the resignation of Brian Schultz.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried.
Side note, make sure we put Junior at the end.
Yeah.
I said junior.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Thank you, yeah.
Okay. Next, I think our police department has found us a good deal, so.
So we're looking to upgrade our tasers. The tasers that we currently have are the second, or actually the oldest model in current use by Axon, the company that produces them. What we were looking at is Taser 7s. That's not their newest version, that's the second one down. Those models cost $2,200 a piece. We need 6 of them. A holster is another $100, a battery is another $50, we need 2 of those, and then a battery, so you're talking $2,500 a unit if we were purchasing them new through Axon. Through some contacts, I was able to get in touch with somebody from Warren Police Department. Every time Axon comes out with something new, Warren, typically they buy their newer products. Obviously, large budget, things like that. So they're selling 100 different units of their Taser 7s at $500 a piece, and that bundle will come with 1 battery and 1 new battery and 2 new cartridges for $500 each. Their holsters they're selling for $20, and their cartridges are selling for $10. The cartridges are normally $57, roughly. The holsters are about $100, $120, depending on the branding. So that said, the package or the amount of total number of units that I was looking at getting, holsters, cartridges, that are on that bill of sale from the city of Warren, that would total $3,300.70 or $3,370. That's just not much more, $800, $900 more than what one single unit would cost, and we could get 6. Obviously, before we purchase, we'd be able to go down and pick what we want. We've got a contact there that can take care of us there too. As far as warranties, there will be no warranty for these, but I think the benefit of the savings there, we couldn't buy, like I said, we couldn't even buy 2 units. I mean, it's the 5th of the cost, and it's not like we're buying something older. This is the second newest version of Taser, of the Taser rifle weapon that they have right now. So,
What's their life?
the lifespan of it, is that what you're asking? It depends on, they are electronic, and randomly, most of them go out of service with error codes. A lot of those error codes are just, they're downloadable for data and different things in the event that they're used. And the issue that we're going to be running into is some of the ones that we have. If we keep buying that model that we have, you can still buy them new. Again, we've been through this before. The taser phases out, or Axon phases out the batteries in the cartridges. So you have the actual electronic control device, but you can't get batteries or you can't get cartridges. So it puts you between a rock and a hard place on it. So eventually you need to upgrade it. And generally most departments do it every 5 years or so. But some of the ones that we have are probably more than that. We're in need, no matter what we do here, of at least a couple of the models that we have right now. Those are $1,800 a piece, and that still exceeds what we would be able to get 6 units for. So I really feel like we can't go wrong
There's contact.
in that situation. But I think there's I've kind of passed some of the information around to other departments. I think some of the other departments are going to try and take advantage of it too.
I'll make a motion to approve 6 taser purchases through Warren Police Department for $500 a piece.
What, excuse me, do you want to alter that to add the other stuff?
Oh.
Yeah, for the total amount of $370.
So it'd be $3,370.
Do you amend your motion?
Yeah, and then my motion to make the price the total of $3,370 for 6 tasers and the holster cartridges.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I just wondered, do you ever look for volunteers, or maybe Brian would like to volunteer to be taser, just. I would feel, I just like, I
As
don't
long as you're holding my hand. Sure.
Having been there, I don't think.
Just saying.
It could be a fundraiser.
Yeah, just don't do it and don't tag it.
Just saying.
I have liability concerns.
Yes, yeah, you're our attorney, so that is your.
Nice contact though,
The next item is the police health benefit, and for years we've been doing 90 days after they're hired. I don't know when it started, but, so we wanted to change that to 30 days. But it's 30 days after the first month, so she has an example in there. And I think that's a much better situation.
Yes, especially when I'm at work.
I'll make the motion to approve the township health insurance policy for the police department for it to be 30 days.
Did you second it? Carol? Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. The next item is accident fund, which is our workers' comp. And April included last year, so you can see it's very close to the same this year. It's $22,434, and last year was $22,182. So I recommend that we approve this.
That's the closest anything has come this year, from last year to this year. So, yeah. I'll make a motion to accept the accident fund policy at presented price of $22,434.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Is there anybody else for public time?
Yes. Dave Richardson. I am running for district court judge, and I made it from Hadley to here without deer and without a ticket, so that was great. I am running for district court judge. That's a position that's currently held by Judge Barnard. She is age limited out, cannot run again. District court deals with a variety of matters. It's the starting point of all criminal cases. All criminal cases start in district court. felonies will then transfer over to circuit court. Misdemeanors remain in district court and are resolved in district court. Deals with general civil cases up to $25,000. Deals with landlord-tenant cases. Your township ordinance violations usually are matters of district court jurisdiction as well. In terms of my personal background, I grew up in Jackson County in a working class family. Tell people I married into Lapeer County and specifically into North Branch Township. I married Sam and Donna Heron's daughter Julie. Sam had a insurance agency in Lapeer for decades, and my wife took that over. We've been business owners. We've had a number of businesses in Lapeer. We're very involved in our community. I've coached a variety of sports in both Lapeer and in North Branch, Bumblebee soccer and basketball and baseball, softball, all those things. I'm also very involved in my church, North Branch Wesleyan Church. I serve on the board as vice chair of that church board. I've been doing that for a number of years. In terms of my professional experience, I have been in practice in Lapeer, had my practice in Lapeer for 40 years, and I practice in all of the areas that come within the jurisdiction of district court. So I handle all those types of matters. I'm in court at least daily, usually multiple times a day. I also go to other courts in other counties, so I get to see the best practices of other counties. And I think there's some things that we could incorporate into our court system that would be beneficial, and I hope that I get the opportunity to put that into play. In terms of anytime you have a leadership position, when you guys get elected or whatever, you come into the office with a perspective. You have a point of view or perspective. My perspective is a biblical Christian worldview. That means that I believe that all men and women are created in the image of God and are to be entitled to be treated with dignity and respect. And when they come into the courtroom, that's what they will be treated with. And it's going to start with me, and it's going to filter down to all those that work in the district court. And that doesn't mean if they're created in the image of God, sometimes that image can get distorted by the choices that they make, and there then have to be consequences, and sometimes there has to be punishment. And I will have no problem in meting out that type of punishment. I do believe that everybody should come into court with the idea that they're entitled to due process, that somebody doesn't have their thumb on the scale and it's tilted one way or the other. And so that's what I will endeavor to convey. My campaign is going to be very generic, going to be very grassroots. You're going to hear my story from my clients, my former clients, service workers and providers that I work with on a regular basis in court, and colleagues. Do your due diligence. If you have an attorney or a connection with an attorney, or you have a connection with somebody in the court, talk to them. Ask them, who do you recommend, or what do you think of this guy? And I think they will be candid and honest with you, and I think you will be satisfied with what they tell you. So my campaign is going to be very generic. I'm going to be looking for sign locations, literature to pass out, word of mouth. Word of mouth is worth gold. It's golden to me. So again, I'd be glad to answer any questions at any time tonight. You can contact me at my office. You can see me on the street, see me wherever. I'd be glad to talk to you and try to answer any questions that you might have.
How many people are running for that position right now?
There are two of us,
Okay.
myself and one other individual. I call her my worthy opponent. So every time I see her, I say, "Are we having fun yet?" And, so we're getting ready now. You know, parade season is upon us. So I'm going to try to do the gauntlet of North Branch Parade, Hadley Parade. I'm told it can be done, and then Otter Lake has a parade in the afternoon. So I'm going to be paraded out by the time the 4th of July gets done. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I enjoy talking to people and sharing their stories. Everybody's got a story about court or something that they, I went to court and this happened to me or whatever. So everybody's got a story, and I love to hear stories. So, Any other questions?
No, thank you for coming.
Well,
What is
thank you
your
for,
practice right now?
where
Where
is
do you
it?
practice now?
I practice in Lapeer,
Yeah,
in
what is
Secretary
it?
of State building. You know what the Secretary of State?
What's the name of your?
David Richardson, attorney at law.
Perfect.
And it's a business. When you practice law, you run a business. You got employees, you got payroll, you got, and my wife and I, my wife's a pharmacist and has a pet cremation business as well. And she operates that in Lapeer as well. So, yeah, we've got our fingers in quite a few little things, so. But that's where it's at. Secretary of State building is my building, so. I'm one of the co-owners of it, so. All right, thank you, I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Anybody else for public time? We'll adjourn the meeting, thank you.
I'll give you something, I'll give you something.
Yeah.
Used to be.
Still have.